Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 2 of beating Pokemon Black with only a SNIVY. If you haven't seen it already, part 1 is already up on my channel, so if you haven't watched it, make sure you check it out. The link is in the description. For those of you that did watch it, I want to thank you all for the amazing support on that video. It is the most viewed video I've ever made, and it truly does mean a lot. So I thought, here's part 2 of the challenge. As always, if you guys are excited and you want to support me, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let us begin part 2. So we left off at Gym 5 beating Clay and making our way into Chargestone Cave, beating Bianca on the way. In the cave we fight a bunch of trainers and eventually end. Nothing crazy to report there, just some easy battles. We finally made it to Miss Charlton City where we battle a ton of trainers on the route and we level up quite a bit, so I feel like we're ready for the gym now. Now this gym was going to be absolutely insane since it's a flying type gym and we have a disadvantage against it, but I was going in pretty confident since we had a disadvantage against some of the other gyms like Berg and we easily defeated them. But I completely underestimated SNIVY and we won first try yet again. Holy crap, SNIVY is insane. I set up 3 coils on the Swoobat and took a lot of damage from 2 air slashes, but I ended up one-shotting all 3 of her Pokemon back to back. The Swoobat and the Unpheasant with Slam, and I used Leaf Blade on the Swanna to earn ourselves the 6th badge here in this challenge. With all that confidence, I decided to storm through Twist Mountain right into Icarus City and immediately went to fight the 7th gym. We're at another disadvantage, but SNIVY don't care. We win first try yet again. Here's how the battle went. At the start he sends out a Vanillish and we use Coil. He hits us with Frost Breath which dealt an insane amount of damage. Since I would die next turn to Frost Breath, I killed it with Leaf Blade. But then came Bear Tick. At this point I thought I was done and I had to reset and start again. But I went all out and used Leaf Storm, which put him in the yellow. He uses Icicle Crash, which I thought would kill me, but we live on 3 HP. We outspeed him and kill him with Leaf Blade. Then comes Cryogonal and I have to use my one item of the battle, which is a Hyper Potion, to heal back up to full health. But guess what? He crits me all the way down to 14 HP again. And somehow SNIVY comes out with the victory and one-shots the Cryogonal with a Leaf Blade, earning us our 7th badge. Wow, that was close. We head to Dragon Spiral Tower and take care of Team Plasma, then go to Relic Castle, take care of Team Plasma again, and after all that, we proceed in the game. We beat Bianca and arrive in Opelucid City. After mashing the A button for a few hours, we head to take on the last gym at level 63. This gym was a Dragon type gym, which is one of the strongest types. On the first attempt, we set up 4 coils, but get critted and died. On the second attempt, it went much better. While I was setting up coils, the Fracture was spamming Dragon Dance. And after 4 coils, we take a hit from Dragon Tail and eat it up pretty easily. We then one-shot the Fracture, one-shot the Druddigon, and one-shot the Haxorus, which was insanely surprising. Imagine a SNIVY single-handedly taking out a team of dragons. I'm starting to think SNIVY might actually be good and competitive. Anyways, we leave the gym and get the Master Ball from Professor Juniper and go on to the next route. We run into a big problem. It's Sharon. In our first attempt, we set up 2 coils on the Unpheasant and kill it, but the Emboar comes out and nails us with Flamethrower, which is a special move which makes Coil useless. I tried 3 more times and lost all 3. I definitely had to grind. This was the first huge grinding session of this run and it was absolutely brutal. I had to be battling level 35s with my level 64 SNIVY and barely getting any experience points. I try again at level 67 and lose. I give it another try and actually won. The first 2 turns the Unpheasant decided to be stupid and used 2 detects in a row while I was setting up Coil. I ended up setting up 4 and by the end was at very low health. I one-shot the Unpheasant with Leaf Blade since I was holding the Miracle Seed and it does more than Slam, but I was worried about the Emboar. But it also died in one shot to Leaf Blade. Don't ask me how. The Liepard died to a Leaf Blade and the Simisage to a Slam. Finally, we can move on. The next part of our adventure was Victory Road. We fight a bunch of trainers until... nice. We managed to get through all the trainers with no problem. And at last, we made it to the Pokemon League, our last and final challenge. I used all the rare candies I collected and reached level 75. I didn't really have a strategy going into this except the coil method. Let's see how we do. First and probably the hardest was Chantal. It took me a few attempts before I won. Her Cofagrigus knows Will-O-Wisp, which burns me and cuts my attack in half. So I had to use another method. I gave Lettuce the Raspberry, which heals burn, and also used the full restore in the battle. I go for coil on the first turn as he hits me with Shadow Ball. As I use my second coil, he uses the dreaded Will-O-Wisp. It triggers my Raspberry and I get healed. I use coil number 3 and he uses it again. Notice how he never misses. At +4, I take a Shadow Ball and burn damage, which forces me to use a full restore. One more Shadow Ball and I kill it with Leaf Blade. Next is the Chandelure, which surprisingly dies to a Leaf Blade. But here's the problem. It has Flame Body, an ability which burns me if I hit it. So now I'm burnt, but at +4, it was enough to kill the Jellicent, and against the Golurk, I used Leaf Storm, which was special. That's the first out of 4 members down. Grimsley was a cakewalk. He spammed Poison Jab with the Scrafty, which let me set up to +6 attack and defense. From there, I swept his entire team. Caitlyn wasn't so easy though. We lost once to her Sigilyph thanks to Ice Beam, but on the second attempt we killed the Sigilyph with a Leaf Storm. We used a few coils on Musharna and had to heal using a Hyper Potion, but we took it out soon after with a few Leaf Blades. Gothitelle comes out and it falls to 1 Leaf Blade. Now we just have 1 member left, Marshall. And he was so easy. We get to +6 on the throw and one-shot everything. The Sock survived with Sturdy a few times, but it didn't stand a chance since we were +6 defense. With that out of the way, it was time to take on the champion, Alder? Well, I guess N now. Since the game made me fight with Reshiram against N, I had to spam berries until I died. Then came in Lettuce to finish the job. I set up +6 on the Zekrom, who by the way didn't do any damage to me. It used Giga Impact and it barely did a quarter of my damage. I was really surprised at how easy this fight was. I mean, a Snivy killing a Zekrom just like that? Anyways, the rest of his team was easy since we had max attack and defense. Now, Gethsys was not easy. He had a Hydreigon that knows Fire Blast. And he kills me easily. Guess what? Since I had to reset, I had to fight N all over again. After a few more resets, we got so lucky. The Cofagrigus used Toxic on us, but we managed to set up to +4 and heal using a full restore. Cofagrigus goes down, and here comes the big boy himself. I use a Miracle Seed, +4 boosted Leaf Blade, and we got a crit and took it out. Honestly, I was so happy when this happened. I wish you guys could see my reaction. Next was Seismitoad, which died to a Leaf Blade, then Electrode, then Boufflant, and finally Bisharp. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We just beat Pokemon Black with only a Snivy. That was an insane run. I can't believe the ups and downs we went through, but in the end we came out with the victory, especially that crit in the end against Hydreigon. What a clutch play that was. Lettuce the Snivy will forever be remembered. Pokemon Black is such an amazing game and I had a hell of a time doing this challenge. What a run that was. Thank you all so much for the support on this series. It has been absolutely amazing. Make sure you give this video a like if you want more challenges like this one, and subscribe if you're new. Comment below what video ideas you want to see. I'm thinking of doing a Nuzlocke, so let me know in the comments. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.